All right, hello, Leo placements. We're going to do your next 48-hour reading. Keep in mind, this is still technically timeless. Okay, so if it pops up on your feed, if you're seeing this right now, if you're seeing it 6 months from now, 3 months from now, 2 weeks from now, whenever, this may resonate for you. Okay, also, please remember when you log on to my page on here, pay attention to the For You section of my channel. That's a little algorithm for you. So you might want to check out those videos, make sure to scroll, and then click on one of them. It may resonate more for whatever you're going through right now. Okay? And watch for your placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, etc. Okay? Hope you guys are doing well. But we are currently on Leo. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Okay. I do have a lot of channel messages for you guys, so I'm going to get started with those. Let's see. Make sure to like the video. And I will do a Cash App Live later today. Okay. So, Leo placements. I'm going to pull up your channel messages. All right. All right, so Leo placements. Some of you guys, if you have been living in a shelter or with somebody, it could even just be a roommate, okay, or a lover, okay, doesn't matter. But if you've been living with somebody, you may be starting to pack your things and move out, okay, and it could be making you feel sad or very sentimental, okay. Um, Also, Leo placements, someone may be giving you a lot of candy. Someone may just hand you a candy bar, candy something candy, okay? Or sweet, okay? You could have a sweet tooth as well. You could also be going to a bakery, Leo placement sometime in the next 48 hours. Some of you guys also may be from the West Coast or California. Something may be $20, okay? If you're wondering about the price of something. Also, some of you guys may be eating oranges or orange flavored things, citrus flavored, okay? Someone's name could be Curtis. Some of you guys might be eating breakfast in bed. Somebody could be from San Diego, okay? Um, some of you guys might be sex workers, okay? Or you might have a literal pimp, even if that's not what you call it, okay? Some of y'all might have a pimp, or I'm not getting into that, but that was a message that I was getting, okay? Um, Also, some of you guys could be dating an older man or woman, okay? There is a clear age gap, so you guys might start dating someone eventually if you're not already who is of like, I was thinking like um hey, welcome in. I was thinking like of like if you're 25, this person's like 50. Okay, man or woman. I was getting something about a major age gap. Um, let's see. Someone's name could be Charlie. Some of you guys might be typing on your laptop, writing a paper, or you could be filling out some sort of profile info online. Okay. Some of you guys might be wearing a blue shirt. Or if you're wondering what color you should wear sometime in the next 48 hours, any shade of blue. Okay. Um, Also, some of you guys, did I say the name Holly? Someone's name could be Holly, Charlie. Some of you guys could be from the Michigan area, okay? Also, some of you Leo placements, some people may assume that you're like a gold digger, okay? Even if you're not, but people may see you that way, okay? So I don't know if that's something you care about or not. Some of you guys could be going to the zoo. You may be seeing monkeys, okay? Even if it's on like a decal or something like that, okay? Somebody could have blonde hair. Some of you guys could be twins. You could be a twin, or you could be seeing twins, okay? Or two of something. Something is exactly the same, okay? Some of you guys might be playing tennis. Some of you guys might be walking on a treadmill, working out. You could be making a protein shake. Um, some of you guys also may be wearing boy shorts or men's basketball shorts. Okay, like if you're a woman, you could be wearing a man's shorts. Okay, for whatever reason. And if you are a man yourself, you could be wearing shorts in the freezing cold weather. Okay, for some reason. Also, some of you guys could be eating Oreos. You might be looking for like I said, there's something about you guys having a sweet tooth. You guys might be on a diet or like what do they call it? well, the only example I could think of is like, you know how they say Diet Coke and regular Coke, right? So some of you guys might be looking for the diet version of something, or the quote unquote healthier version of something sweet. Okay. Um, I don't know if that really makes a difference, but to each their own, okay? Some of you guys also may be moving into a really big house due to a wealthy man's help. Or if you are a wealthy man yourself, you could be helping a feminine move or get a place to stay. Okay, two more channel messages. Somebody may have three dogs, and somebody may be dyeing their dog's hair a color, okay? Like pink, like green, like yellow, somebody you may see an animal that their fur is clearly dyed, okay? So let's get into the cards. I'm trying to bring back channel messages for you guys, okay? Um because we are car channeled tarot. All right, so let's get into the cards. Let's see. Catch up live will be later tonight after I eat dinner. Let's see. All right, so Leo placements. Make sure to like the video. Leo, what's going on for you for your next 48 hours? Leo, oh, okay. Acceptance. Some of you guys are going to be accepting a certain situation for exactly what it is, okay? Especially if you normally, Leo's a fire sign, okay? No judgment, but if you are someone who typically would like lash out or, cop an attitude or have a temper when things don't go your way, or when things don't turn out the way that you wanted them to, I feel like in the next 48 hours, you're going to be finally accepting something and you're going to be calm about it. You're going to work through something very gracefully. Okay. Somebody's name could be Grace. I'm also hearing grant. Okay. Something may be granted to you because you behave. Okay. Somebody's name could be Grant as well. But let's see. I feel like you guys are finally putting up some sort of boundaries as well with somebody in the next 48 hours. Okay. Yeah, that's your energy. Some of y'all are dealing with another Leo. Okay. Let's see what's going on for my Leo placements for the next, 48 hours. Yeah, we got a lot of Leo energy here. This is your reading. Okay. But look, some of y'all, like I said, you might have a temper. You see him? He's ready to bash somebody's head in, okay? So I'm not saying y'all are physically violent, but I see you choosing to remain calm in a certain situation. Because it's like you don't want to get out of character, okay? And I feel like that actually will pay off for you, okay? Let's see. Some of you guys also channel message. If you guys are like trying to park somewhere in the next 48 hours, you may have a hard time. I almost said paying for parking for some reason. Some of you guys may have a hard time paying for parking, or you need to bring some extra money with you if you are trying to park somewhere, Leo placements, okay, wherever you are. But if you are, it could be anywhere, okay. Um, some of you guys may have to like wait for somebody to, pull out of their space to so you can park. Okay, something may be jam packed. Okay, some of y'all could be going to like a concert or something in the next 48 hours, but wherever you go, the parking may be completely full. Okay, so you may be kind of like driving around, or whoever's driving you may be trying to figure out where the fuck you. I think you just gotta wait. Okay, let's see. Some of y'all, it could be at the casino. Some of y'all, this could be at the casino. Okay. Um, Make sure you don't. Okay, yeah, Leo placements. If you go gambling, let's go gambling. No, don't go gambling. You're gonna be in debt, okay, or you're gonna lose your money. Some of y'all need to make sure, because look, we got gambler reverse, casino reverse, jackpot reverse, debt reduction. Okay, so some of y'all need to make sure that you are. You could go to the casino. I love the casino myself, okay? But go make sure you spend your money on like food or, the experience of it. Don't just ching ching, 24/7. Make sure you actually get something valuable out of it, okay? Yeah, make something of nothing, okay? Um my rule for me these days, because when I go to the casino, I only bring in about $20, and then I'm going to get food. I'm going to the steakhouse, or I'm going to get a hot dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not, or we go in the hot tub. So there's something about that. you might want to have a rule when it comes to how much money you're spending in the next 48, especially if you're planning to go to the casino. Okay. I know $20 is not a lot, but for whatever, make an amount for you, Leo placements. Even if you're shopping in the next 48 hours, okay, you might want to say, okay, well, I have this amount of money, but I want to save some, or I don't want to waste my money on this or that, you know. So you might want to say, I'm only going to spend $100 today. I'm only going to spend $80 today. I'm only going to spend $50 today and keep the rest for later. So you might want to do something like that as well, Leo placements, whether you're at the casino or shopping or not. Okay. If you are into uh, spell work or anything like that, don't ask me about that, okay? Because I'm not encouraging you guys to do that unless you're doing like manifestation work for things for yourself, okay? Um, I'm not talking about putting spells on people. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you have done any manifestation work, something positive for yourself, I feel like you'll start to see the results of that in the next 48 hours, okay? Let's see what else is going on for my Leos. Let's see. Hmm. I always get stuffy on here. Somebody could be stuffy, okay? You could be stuffy, okay? Let's see. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Also, if you're dealing with a court case, Leo placements, I feel like something's gonna come to you with ease, okay? Or you're gonna what's the word? Like, you're gonna, I don't know why I'm hearing slip and slide. Somebody could be doing a slip and slide. um, or going down a slide or something like that, especially if you have kids. But if you're dealing with a court situation, a legal anything, I feel like you're going to get through it very easily. Okay. Something won't be difficult for you. I'm not saying do whatever you want. Okay. Be on your best behavior, of course. But, if you are dealing with a certain legal situation, something will turn out in your favor. Okay. I'm hearing slap on the wrist, so something may not be as harsh, like your punishment may not be as harsh as you thought it may be, okay? Um, and again, I want to say don't take that for granted, okay? Some of y'all could have Virgo in your chart. We have the Virgo card here. Let's see. Some of you guys feel like something is too much work, but then I see you doing it anyways. Okay, so Leo placements, are you the type of you're the type of coworker, so you could be at work in the next 48, Leo placements, but you could be the type of coworker who's gonna you're like, ugh, you're like complaining, oh my god, this is so much work. I have so much to do. Or if someone around you is complaining, oh my god, I don't know how I'm gonna complete this in the next 8 hours. Oh my god, this is so much work. You're like, oh my god. And then you do the whole thing. Okay. It's like you complain, but then you do it anyways. Okay. Obviously, yeah, because it's your job, but also it's like you'll just take care of it. I don't know, something about that, especially in your workplace or whatever you do for work. You could be complaining about your work and then you just do it anyways, or you do extra. I don't know what that's about. It's like you go over or you do too much. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, okay, but I see someone complaining about their job or their workload and then them doing more than what they were told to do, okay? So or your own boss or your coworkers could feel like you go above and beyond after complaining about what you had to do. I don't know, there's something about that. Okay. Some of you guys, if you typically smoke or drink or anything, you may not be doing that in the next 48 hours. Okay. We have high vibe in reverse. Yeah, look, workplace. Okay. Some of you guys could work in an office. You don't have to though. Um, I see everything being very organized, very clean, very in order. Okay. So some of you guys could just be good at that. If you're not a boss already, you may act like the boss. Okay. In your workplace. Let's see. What else is going on for my Leos? Yeah, I see someone like shooting dice. Who's going to the casino in the next 48? Somebody is definitely going to the casino. Okay. Also, some of you guys in the next 48 hours, you may, how like when you're somewhere and it feels like you're there forever, picture work. You could be at work. You're like, oh my God, this day is so long. I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted. I don't want to be here. And then as soon as you clock out, you have a burst of energy. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all have experienced that too. Okay. So some of y'all could be experiencing that as well in the next 48 hours. Um, Something about like you could be tired all day, but as soon as you leave, you're like, oh, I actually want to go do something. You may have more energy than you thought. I think it's just the environment. That could also be a message too, Leo placements. If you are somewhere in your environment, could even be like a living area, um, could even be just a store, something along those lines. Hold on. Okay, I was just making sure the sound is working. um, but yeah, wherever you are, Leo placements in the next 48, you may be just drained because of the energy around you. So I don't know. Some of y'all might realize, or you need to realize that, yeah, the energy around you does affect you, whether you are spiritual or not. Okay, man or woman. So if you're noticing that you feel like shit or extremely tired, in the next 48, wherever you are, make sure you check your environment. Make sure you're careful about the people you surround yourself with. If you feel like down in the dumps suddenly, if you feel like drained, if you feel like, you start having these thoughts, make sure you get out of that area as soon as possible, okay? Because a lot of times it is your environment does matter, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. No matter where you are, no matter who you are, no matter what you do for work, okay? Um, be careful of what you surround yourself with. Birds of a feather do flock together. Even if you claim, you could say, I'm my own person, I can have boundaries, and that's cool and all, but eventually you got to realize if you're hanging around a certain type of people, if you're hanging around a certain environment continuously, that means you're part of that too. In some way, shape, or form, that is also who you are becoming. If you consistently go back to that place or to that person, that's also a reflection of you, okay? So keep that in mind. Um, because a lot of people like to say, like I just said, oh, I'm my own person. Just because so and so does that doesn't mean that I do. You're right. You're right. But over time, if you continue to do something or deal with something or deal with someone who is clearly not a good person, you're associate that's by association. You know how they say guilty by association, okay? So, don't throw your hands up and be like, God, that wasn't me though. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay, but it does. Okay. And I don't know, this could also be a legal situation too, Leo. You could be like caught up in something, or someone around you could be caught up in something, being like, no, I didn't do that though. Like, yeah, I was there, but I wasn't doing what they were doing. I was just, I was doing my own thing. Okay, but you were there. That's the thing. You were still in the picture. So you do matter. You are an accomplice. Okay. There's something about that, Leo. Every time I do your readings, there's always some legal shit. There's always some legal police something, okay? Man or woman. And it happened again, okay? So I think that's just a thing now on my channel. Leo placements always have some legal stuff going on, or some of y'all may work in the legal system in some type of way, okay? Some of y'all might be officers. I'm hearing paralegal, okay? Whatever the case is. So, some of y'all, if you are, an officer or a lawyer or something like that, you may be taking on a new case soon, okay? And one of your, or one of the suspects or whatever may be trying to play innocent when they very much are a part of the problem or what happened in a certain situation, okay? I don't know why I'm seeing a pothole. Be careful of potholes, okay? When you're driving, some of y'all might work in construction, or you might be the person on the road who fills in the potholes. Thank you if you are that person, okay? Because it feels like I get shot when I go into a really bad pothole while driving. It like ruins my whole vibe. So, some of y'all might do that for work, okay? I don't know. Can you fill in your own potholes in the city or in your neighborhood? I don't know. You might see somebody doing that, or you might feel like, is anybody going to fill this shit in? Is anybody going to fill this pothole in? Okay, you might figure out how to do it yourself, okay? I don't know. Something like that could be going on because you're tired of going over it, bumping into it, you're tired of it messing up your car, okay? So something like that could be happening. You may feel like you need to take matters into your own hands if the city is not, okay? Obviously, be careful with that, okay? Um, so yeah, I'm hearing council, okay? Some of y'all could be um going to your like city hall or something like that, or you may have an issue with your city hall, okay, and what they're doing and not doing. All right, but you guys have a good one. Um, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I just realized oh, I didn't even realize because I have a childhood friend. She's a Leo. I haven't talked to her in like 15 years, but she's still technically my neighbor. And her dad, I think, he ran for mayor or something. So I don't know. Something could be going on with them. I don't know. But you guys have a good one, okay? I will see y'all later tonight for a Cash Up Live. Okay, I might start it a little bit earlier, just depends. So have your notifications on, okay? But you guys have a good one. Subscribe, and I will see y'all later. And I'm trying to bring back channel messages, so look out for those, okay? That can also be an indicator of how you'll know if I'm your reader or not, okay? But adios. You guys have a good one. Bye.